evening once again. Today is the last installation for this week. This is day 4, week 6. Day 4, week 6 of our journey together, studying together, learning together. Um, and I'm definitely happy that each and every one of you are here tonight and early. All right. And so we definitely can begin our lesson. Yesterday we did um, math and English. Today we're going to be doing math, and for those who are doing RK, we're going to be doing RK too, and then also social studies. So please keep that in mind for tonight. All right. Okay, so let me share my screen with you all. Okay, share my screen. This is 2020. So let me share my screen with you all. So we're going to alternate between easy, or sorry, I should say from familiar to unfamiliar, as we normally do. And the paper that we are on, I wonder if he's doing this paper. This is, yes, we were doing this paper. Yes, we finished the time graph. We finished the time graph, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Kennedy, early tonight. That's good. And so after that, oh, we was about to do the overtime pay. We started this, eh? The overtime.
Yeah, so we got it.
Yeah, so let's review that and then continue. So with this lady, Maxine, so this is where we left off. So Maxine earns $12 per hour. She works a basic 40-hour week, and overtime is paid at double time. Calculate her basic weekly pay. In order to calculate her basic weekly pay, what we did was we multiplied the 12 times what?
2.
12 times basic
Or
weekly
4.
pay now. 12 times 40 to give us what?
480.
480. Very good. And so that was her basic weekly pay. And then we asked, how much is she paid for 1 hour of overtime? Well, for 1 hour of overtime, that's going to be her hourly rate, the amount that she gets per hour, times 2. And we know that she gets $12 per hour. We multiply that by 2, we get 24. So that means that for an hour of overtime, she gets paid, she gets paid $24 for 1 hour overtime. Is that decent or poor? What do you think? What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, if it's the same.
Say it again.
I mean, I like
If it's the same.
Say it again.
If you don't have no children.
If you don't have no children. Okay. All right.
But you get a house.
Oh boy. You're all big eye children in there. All right. Okay, so she get paid $24 per hour for overtime. So now it says here, let me go back to the question. Where are we? Which one are we on? We on this one? Then we just came on. Yeah, this one. Okay, so how much? Okay, so last week. So let's start from this. Last week, so write this down for me. Last week, Maxine worked a total of 46 hours. How many hours of overtime did she work? Okay, anyone can walk me through that? How would we do that? What would we do? What would we do?
They will know she gets
you
for
multiply.
overtime.
No. We want to know how much hours of overtime did she work.
You minus it from the regular hours she do a week, like 40 minus the amount she did this week compared to last week.
So what would it be?
It'll be
56
minus 40.
Very good. So number of hours overtime worked would be equal to total hours work minus regular hours or regular weekly hours. Okay, and we know that the number of hours that she worked for that particular week is 56. And we know that her regular hours per week is going to be 40 hours, right? And so that means that we have 56 minus 40. 56 minus 40. What's that going to be? 56.
16.
16.
16 hours. Very good. So she worked 16 hours overtime. Okay. So that's
Must he really need the money?
16 hours of overtime. Sometimes it's B2, lack of staff too, you know. The boss don't hire no more people, so it's like you have overtime to fill in. So that's be a issue as well. Remember, as you come in, please place here present in the chat box. All right. Okay. So, all right. So now we have So we know that the number of hours, total, the number of overtime hours that she worked is 16 hours. Next up, we have another question, which is, sorry, excuse me, let's go, okay? So how much was her overtime pay? Anyone can walk me through that? How much was her overtime pay?
Would you do 12 times 16?
Nope.
No, you're doing 24 times 16.
Very good. 24 times 16. Why 24?
No.
Because she's it's
That was
overtime.
1 hour overtime.
Yes, good. So her overtime pay is going to be equal to overtime pay is going to be equal to overtime, or we could say amount paid
384.
for 1 hour overtime multiplied by the number of overtime hours worked. So overtime pay is going to be equal to the amount that they pay her for 1 hour overtime multiplied by the number of overtime hours that she worked. And we know that the amount that they pay her for 1 hour overtime is going to be $24. And we're going to multiply that by the amount of overtime hours that she worked. How much overtime hours did she work for this week?
16.
16. That's going to be equal to, what is 16 times 24?
384.
384. Her overtime is more than what some people just make a week. Am I right?
Absolutely correct.
Yeah, exactly. All right, so all right, but not in here though. Everybody in here rich, except for me, the teacher. The teachers don't make no money. All right. All right, so overtime pay, right, Nancy? Nancy's the richest.
You get money from teaching?
Nancy,
I
quiet.
received that as the richest. I received that.
Boy, you better receive it. Okay, so overtime pay is gonna be equal to the amount paid for 1 hour overtime, which is $24, multiplied by the number of overtime hours that she worked, which is 16 hours, and it's going to give us $384. That's the amount that she get for overtime. Okay, now, with that being said, calculate Maxine's what? Total earnings for 56 hours that she worked. So we want her total earnings for the 56 hours that she worked. Calculate Maxine's total earnings for the 56 hours that she worked. So it's going to be total earnings is going to be equal to earnings for a regular week plus overtime earnings. And we know that what she got for overtime for a regular week was what? That was how much?
24.
No, for a regular week.
480.
Oh,
When we saw that before, that was 480.
480.
Yeah, 480. 4 plus, how much did she get for overtime?
384.
84. So what is a weekly rate? Let's see how much she make. 384 plus 480.
864.
864.
I know very because I had it in my head.
It is 864. So she made 864. What do y'all think about that weekly salary?
Good.
That's nice.
It's weekly. Okay. All right. I'm going to times that by 12. Yeah, that's good.
That's good? That's good. All right.
That's more than good.
Let's say that's more than good. All right, someone say that's more than good. What do you think, Juan? What do you think? You think that's decent?
Yeah, solid.
Yeah.
Solid.
Juan say that's solid. All right. 864. All right. So that's how much she going home with at the end of the day. I wonder where she works. She probably a nurse or something.
Say nurse.
But she can't spend it on herself.
She probably a nurse.
She ain't live here. She live in the States, United
She live in the
States.
States. See? No, man. Our government don't do us that bad. Right?
Oh, please, come on.
Anyway. Okay, so she made $864. I'm surprised they do it this high because usually they don't usually do it this high. They usually, I noticed that they gone up over the years. This is a recent paper, so I guess they saying times has changed. But they usually be like around 400 thereabout. Okay, so this is her total earnings, $864. Any questions for me? Should I go back, forward?
You could go back on the next page. I was still writing. Soon finish.
Okay.
Yeah, we can do more of this.
More of this? Come on, it's straightforward, man.
Telling you.
Yeah, we could do more. We could do more. They come often, so we have plenty of practice with these.
Well, if any more graphs we can do.
We go on and order up the papers, so as they come, we do them.
All right.
Yeah. All right. You look like you like them graphs, Ricardo.
I need some more practice, and let me see the reciprocal.
The typical function.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Can I move this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let me go forward again. Okay. So are we good? Let me know. Can I move it?
I think I missed the part. You could go back.
No problem. Started with this. This is A. This is B. This is C.
Which part of the question is solid? Oh, 24.
And
Hold on.
this is
Time
C.
16. 380.
All right.
6. What's this?
Okay. So let's move on. So let's go to an unfamiliar one. We started with this. Did we finish this? Did we do the angle? No, I don't think we did the angle.
Nope, we skipped that.
We said okay. Now, what did we use to find the length? Anyone remember what we did to find the length CD? Which rule did we use?
The cosine
Cosine rule.
cosine rule.
Cosine rule for this. That was easy, right? Pretty straightforward, right?
Um,
Yeah, I know that was
I mean, yeah, it was a little confusing to me.
Yeah, I know. I think we probably can use it again because here, we're trying to find the angle ACB. It's very important to know what they're talking about. They're talking about the one in the middle. So they're talking about C. Okay, so they're talking about C. So that's this one. But we gotta be careful. But they say ACB. So they're talking about this angle in here. ACB? No. ACB. So they're talking about this triangle. ACB. So they're talking about this triangle. And ACB. And
Where is on the cosine rule, right? You were saying that to get the thing, you have to use a calculator. So how you supposed to do it in the Bgcse exam?
No, y'all don't have cosine rule. Y'all don't have cosine rule in Bgcse.
Miss Petit, could you go back onto like the thing on the page just for like a minute or two so I could write the beginning part from yesterday? I never got it because you was moving fast. So
you mean that?
No, I mean the ACD question 1.
Oh, you mean cosine rule? This?
Yeah, but I want the question so I can put on top of it so I know which one it is. Yeah.
I see what you're saying. You mean this?
Yes, if you could keep it just for 1 minute, please.
No problem. Remember, if you are here, please here present in the chat box in my WhatsApp so that I can know that you're here. Okay, so let's consider the second question. Okay, and this is what I think we should keep this close to us because we're gonna need that. We might need it. We know that A angle, the side A, this CD was 60.86, and we use the cosine rule to find that. So this is CD, so that's A. Now they want us to find, if you look at the question, and it's very important to know how to read it. They want us to find angle, they say ACB. Now, when they have it like this, there's 3 letters they give us. They give us these 3 letters so that we can know which triangle they're talking about. They say ACB. So that means that they're talking about triangle ACB. It's very important. So those 3 letters they give us is to identify which triangle that we're using. We're using triangle ACB. Not triangle ACD, not this one, but this one. ACB. And let me
So we don't have an next triangle now.
Yeah, we're dealing with the other triangle. So we're dealing with this one, A, C, and B. That's very important. Now, which one comes in the middle? Because they say A,
C come in the middle?
B. Exactly. So C come in the middle. So we're focusing our attention on this angle. We need to figure out what this angle is. Okay, that's what we're trying to figure out. What is this angle? That's what our objective is to find. What is the measure of this angle? And so that's what we're trying to do. And so in order to find the measure of this angle, we have some information already. We know that this is... Go ahead.
I have a question, right? Okay. So, just to clarify, just so I can understand, like, let's say if they say AB, that means you're looking for the angle B? if they say AB?
No, they wouldn't say AB because AB is just two letters. That's AB. That's just two letters. So that's they only if they say AB, they're talking about the side.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're talking about the side AB. But
Okay.
in order for them to be talking about an angle, they ought to say first of all they could put a angle symbol. That's the first thing, and
Okay.
then they'll say ABC or something like that. And then what is ABC equal to anyway? ABC.
140. 114.
Yeah, 114. Okay, because we're looking at this triangle ABC, and we're looking at the measure of this one, the one in the middle. All right, so that's very important. So here they ask us to find what is the measure of this angle C right there. I think we could get away with the sine rule for this one. We could use the sine rule or the cosine rule. I prefer to use the sine rule normally. For the sine rule, let's see if we have enough. We have a side and we have a side. So we know this is 51 centimeters. We know that this is 93 centimeters. So that's good. So we have a missing angle, but we have a side. Yeah, we have everything we need, you know. So we can use the sine rule for this. So let me just show you the sine rule. This one we use cosine rule, and for this one we're going to use sine rule. So let me just reiterate the sine rule for you, and then we'll be good. So the sine rule states the following. Let's go down there. The sine rule says that if we label this capital A, if we label this side capital A, then the opposite side is going to be small a. The sine rule says that if we label this top one capital B, the corresponding side will be small b. And it says that if we label this capital C, the corresponding side should be small c. All right? And it says that if you take A, which is the length of this side, if you take A and you divide it by sine of the given angle capital A, so you say A divided by sine of the given angle capital A, that'll be this angle. That's going to be equal to, if you were to take this side, the length of this side, which is small b, and divide it by sine of this angle, capital B, which is still equal to, if you were to take C, which is the length of this side, and divide it by sine of the given angle C. All right, right here. Or you could flip it, and if you flip it, they mean the same exact thing. And so we're going to use that idea to answer this question. So again, let's label it properly. Remember, the sine rule says that if this is capital A, then the corresponding side over here will be what? Small a.
Small a.
Small a.
And it says that if this is capital C, then the corresponding side is going to be
Small c.
Small c.
Very good. And it says that if this is capital B, then the corresponding side is going to be
Small b.
Small b. Okay. And so that's important. And then, so we have them all labeled. Now we are going to use the sine rule carefully. I want to move these angles. Just move this right there. Okay, so capital, so what we'll do is we'll say, okay, because when we're trying to find the angle, so we'll say sine of capital C equals to sine of capital B divided by what? Small c.
Small c and small b.
Small b. Good. So that's the sine rule. Now what is? Say it again.
We're not using A.
No, we ain't using A. We're just using these two. And so it's going to be equal to sine of, what is capital B?
114.
114. 114. What is small b?
93.
93.
90.
Then we have sine C. Well, we don't know what C is, that's what we're trying to find, right? So we'll leave it as C divided by small c, which is what?
51.
51.
51.
Good. Then the next thing that we do here is we cross multiply. So we multiply the 51 by sine 114, sorry, and then 93 by sine C. That leaves us with 93 times sine C. So 93 times
C.
C times sine C, which is equal to 51 times sine 114. So it's 51 times sine 114. Okay, wait a moment. Let me allow this person to come in. And so what we're gonna do here is that we're gonna divide both sides by 93. And the reason why we're doing that is because we want to figure what C is, and we want everything else on one side, and we want C to be as isolated as possible. So we want C to be by itself as much as possible, so we have to get rid of the 93 that's on this side. So this 93 cancel with that 93, leaving us just simply with sine of C, which equals to 51 divided by 93, and we have sine 114, so 51, sorry. So we have 51 sine of 114 divided by 93. Now what we need to do at this point is we need to take the sine inverse of both sides. So it's going to be sine inverse of this side, and it's going to be sine inverse of this side. So again, we take sine inverse of both sides. Okay, now we have to note that sine inverse and sine cancel out each other, and so that leaves us with simply, we're going to go up here, that leaves us with simply C. We are left with C, and hopefully you can understand that, hey, that's what we was trying to do all along. We was trying to make C by itself, and that's why we divided by the 93, and that's why we took the sine inverse of both sides, just so that we could get rid of this, just so that we get rid of everything and be left with C. So we get that C is equal to sine inverse of 51 multiplied by sine of 114 all divided by 93, close bracket. Now it is going to be equal to C, which is equal to sine inverse of, we have to figure what's happening on the inside. What is 51 times sine 114 times 93? So let's use a calculator. So we need to figure out what is 51. So symbol of, we need to figure out what is 51 times sine inverse of 114. It's going to be 51 multiplied by sine of 114 divided by 93. And I want this in, let's go. So once we do that, it's going to be equal to 0.5 basically, if we round off. Now,
Did you put negative, sin -1 at the beginning, or no?
no, because we have it already, so I have it out front. So I'm just going to put it in the brackets now. I didn't do it all together. I just did what's inside first. You understand what I'm saying? I just calculate what's inside first, then I'm going to do sine inverse of what I got. So we know that we got 0.5. So I'm going to put 0.5 in my brackets. So this is going to be equal to, one moment. So this is going to be equal to, open bracket, 0.5, close bracket. So C is going to be equal to sine inverse of 0.5. Now what is sine inverse of 0.5? So sine inverse of 0.5 is going to be equal to what? 30 degrees. So C is 30 degrees.
I get 8.7.
Say it again.
Mr. Petit.
I get 8.7. How you get that?
Mr. Petit.
Yeah.
In my calculator, I put 51 in bracket, and I put 114 over 93 in brackets, but I get in 1.0.
Okay, this is what to do. Do sine of 114 first. Do
Okay,
that.
sine 114,
Good. You get the answer, right? I mean, you got what is sine 114, right?
This is 0.9, sine 114.
Okay, so let's do it. Let's do it step by step. Sine 114 is supposed to give you what? 0.9, right?
Sine 114 gives me 0.91.
Good. Multiply that by 51.
Okay, multiply by 51.
Good. When you multiply it by 51, one moment, let me multiply mine by 51. When you multiply that by 51, what do you get?
46.59.
That's the multiplication symbol in this thing. Okay. Multiply it by 51, right? What do you get?
46. 590.
Good. What we have here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now divide that by 93.
93. So why, when you put it all together in the calculator, giving you a whole different?
Because your calculator is sensitive. So what you have to do is you have to do it piece by piece. Okay?
Off the sensitive.
Yeah. You have to do it piece by piece. Mine's, you notice that I was able to put the whole thing in because this is a online calculator, so they understand the language. But with your one, you have to put it in step by step. So if I was you, I would have first figure out what is sine of 114, then multiply that by 51, then divide it by 93. You understand? Don't do it all together.
So how do you get 30 degrees?
Okay, good. So you got the 0.5, right?
Yeah.
Good. So on your calculator there should be something that says sine inverse. And all you need to do is sine inverse of 0.5 and you should get 30.
Okay, trying it now.
Sine inverse of 0.5. You should get 30.
I get something else. I
What
don't
you
know,
get?
you know.
What you get?
I get 8.72.
You get 8.72. When you do sine inverse of 0.5, okay, let me use a scientific calculator then. What type of calculator you have?
That's Casio.
Casio, yeah. You should get
Casio.
no, sorry, sine inverse of 0.5. You should get 0. Oh, this is what you get? 0.52 something? Oh, you see
Yeah.
you getting this.
Yeah.
That's because your calculator is not in degrees. Your calculator is in radian. So you need to change it from radian to degrees. And so it'll give you 30 once you change it. So that's very important. Make sure your calculators, I told you all that before, make sure your calculators in degrees, not radians. Alright, so make sure that's the case. So that's you have to go in settings and change it from degrees to radians. Sorry, from radians to degrees. What's her name? Nancy, you got 30?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. That one was, that's the only thing was straightforward.
Okay. Okay. If you don't know how to change your calculator from radians to degrees, then we'll do that after class. I'll show you how to do it. Okay, that's it. Any other questions from this one? Familiar, unfamiliar, easy, difficult? What do you think?
Very difficult.
Difficult.
Say difficult.
Difficult.
I just say
Practice.
I just say unfamiliar. That's all.
Practice. I scream and practice.
Yeah, practice. Okay, so let's go back. Let's run quickly back to the familiar questions before I get in trouble. Okay, so I don't want to lose y'all too much in a given night, so that's why I move from easy to hard. Okay, number 13. This is higher purchase, right? Don't we love our higher purchase question?
I can say easy.
Alright. Okay, so let's move forward. So the cash price of a stove is $800. It can also be bought on hire purchase by paying a 20% deposit followed by 12 monthly payments of $75 each. Calculate the amount of the deposit. So if we were to get the stove for cash price, how much would we have to pay if we were to buy the stove for cash price?
$800.
$800.
Very good. But we don't have enough money. Remember, we are teachers. We broke. We don't get paid no money. So we have to use the hire purchase plan, right? Now, hire purchase plan means that you got to give them a deposit. You got to give them an initial sum of money up front to say, hey, I am serious about this. And so the money that you give them up front before you give them the full thing, or before they allow you to pay incrementally or to pay piece, is 20% of what?
800.
100.
Yeah, good. So they say here, okay, calculate the amount of the deposit. And so we know that the deposit equals 20% of, remember we like that big word of, 800, right? The cash price. And so what is 20% of the cash price? Remember that's 20% multiplied by, remember of means multiplied, right? Multiplied by 800.
160.
And that's going to be equal to, well, we can do it as a fraction. For us who are doing the BJC, we need to show our working. So we have to actually do it out. So 20 over 100 multiplied by 800 over 1. Divided by 800 over 1. And so it's going to be equal to, well, we could cancel, right? So this cancel out with that, and that cancel out with that, leaving us with what? 20 over 1
8 over 1 and 8 over 1.
multiplied by 8 over 1. And what is 20 times 8?
160.
160.
Yeah.
I know y'all like y'all easy questions. So there we have it, $160. So you have to first pay $160 deposit before they allow you to come out that store with this stove. And so after you finish paying that $160, you have to pay 12 monthly payments of $75 each. You think this is a good idea? I think it's a good idea to pay for the stove on the higher purchase. Anyone?
In my opinion, that's too much work. What do you forget?
Yeah, that's so much money you're spending.
Too much money you're spending. Okay, so you don't have a stove. You do not have a stove and you don't have $800.
But it is when you don't have the $800 up front.
Yeah, I think it makes sense if you don't have the $800 up front. It's better than buying canned gas every day, you know.
Right.
You know. Yeah, at least you start off. Don't mind, you're certain persons with big stove and they also, you know. So I think they pay for that that time in a higher purchase from Furniture Plus. So, but that's not a bad thing, right? Sometimes you gotta start where you gotta start from, right? And so, but it's 12 monthly payments, so over a year and you finish, right? And it's 12 monthly payments of $75, so the high man.
You're right, but what I'm afraid of is when you forget. Like 1 month you forget.
You ain't gonna forget. I mean, trust me. Even if you forget, they'll be knocking on your door. Hey.
I was just,
Hey.
I was just about to say, you forget you're still getting paid.
Exactly. Trust me, you ain't gonna forget that. You ain't gonna forget Kennedy. You ain't gonna forget that. You ain't gotta worry about that. They can make sure that Kennedy making them monthly payments on time. Even before time, they send you email. Please bear in mind that you have da da da. Yeah, it's crazy. Okay, so the total monthly payments. So total monthly payments is gonna be equal to what? 12 times what?
75.
75. 12 times $75.
900.
$900. But you end up paying a lot for the stove, though. 12 times 75. But if you use Maxine, you'll make this in a week.
True.
Yeah, so get like Maxine, I guess. All right, so 12 times 75, which is...
It's better you could repeat what you just do.
Okay, so what I did was I multiplied to find the total monthly payments. I know that it's going to take them 12 months. So 12 months, they say that 12 monthly payments. And I know that for each month, you have to pay $75. So we're going to say 12 times 700, sorry, 12 times $75. It's going to give us $900.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions?
That's not bad at all because the stove only is 800, right? You're only paying $100 more.
You're only paying 100. But then remember that you can't forget the deposit now.
Oh yes, 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 yes.
So you
The
end up paying
deposit.
$1,000 and some.
Yeah. So it's still more.
It's still more. It's still way more. But I mean, um, at least you have it, you know, and then at least you can pay it over time.
Yes.
Okay, so the total cost of the stove using the hire purchase plan. All right, so the total cost of the stove using hire purchase plan. Can anyone walk me through how I'm gonna do this? The total cost of the stove using hire purchase plan.
You're adding the deposit plus
900 plus 116
plus the monthly payments.
Yeah, definitely. Miss Cooper, if someone is speaking, just don't interrupt them like that. At least wait till they finish. All right. But yeah, you're right. Definitely, what you do is you take the total monthly payments and you add it to the deposit. So the total cost of the stove using a hire purchase plan is going to be equal to, sorry, let me slim this down. It's going to be equal to, oh man, what did I do? Why see what happened here? So it's going to be equal to the deposit plus the total monthly payments, and that's going to be equal to the deposit is was 100 and what?
160.
Yeah, definitely 160 plus 900, which is going to be equal to
1060.
1,000 what?
$60.
Let's see.
Okay, so you end up paying 1,000. What type of stove is this? This is what, electric stove? What's all that money?
Rather than 800.
You're out of the 800. Well, I mean, I know you have 800 up front, so that wouldn't be a problem. But
It's
us
a
who
deposit.
but us who broke and who barely scraping $150 and asked, we need to borrow from someone to get the $10 to make the 160 for the deposit.
Hey, that's
I
serious.
gotta,
Us,
I gotta warm my food with microwave, man.
microwave noodles. Say. Okay, so yeah, it's gonna be 1,600, 1,060. Okay. So we take the deposit and we add it to the total monthly payments. But sensibly though, the cash price is cheaper, right? And it's supposed to be cheaper. It's supposed to be cheaper. It's supposed to be cheaper. But the higher purchase, they make more money off you over time. But at the same time, it's also beneficial in that, you get to, if you don't have the upfront costs, then you could be able to do it, to still have the item. The question is, how much money is saved by paying cash? Okay, how much money is saved by paying cash? Anyone can walk me through this?
Putting your trap.
Yeah, amount saved by paying cash.
It's 800 from 1,060.
Yeah, very good. So it's going to be higher purchase price minus cash price. It's going to be equal to, the higher purchase price is 1,060. I'm going to subtract that by the cash price, which is 900. And it's going to be equal to, we have 1,060 minus 900, which is
260.
Why again? Oh, 800. Cash price is 800. Okay, good.
You missing put 9.
Yeah, you must input 9. $260. Any questions on this?
No, sir.
Mr. Petit, if she paid deposit, where did the additional $100 come from?
Say it again?
If her deposit is 160, where did the additional $100 came from?
That's from them. That's from them. That's from them adding more on the price because they they asked for 12 monthly payments. They could ask for 11, but they asked for 12 because they want you to pay more than. You understand?
Say
Say it again.
No, I understand. That's not a problem.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right. Okay, so next up. So if we finish with that, are we clear? Are we clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's good. Okay, so, all right, so that question is done. So I think we can go to an unfamiliar question now. Or what may be an unfamiliar question. Let's see. All right. So we did these two. All right, so let's let's do this one. Okay, so this is functions. If you wanna know the topic, this is actually functions. And let's consider these questions.
This substitution on a whole different level.
Yeah, the substitution on steroids. But I'm glad that you noticed that though. It's an extension of substitution. Okay, so it says given that h of t is equal to 7 minus 5t. Now h of t is a function. Okay, what type of function is this? What type of function is that?
I never do that.
We did do it.
You mean like multiplication?
Why not?
We did do this before.
Trinomial?
Everyone should know what type of function is this.
Trinomial? Oh my God.
No. Okay, okay, now I give you all a big hint. What is the slope?
5t.
Not 5t.
Yeah, I mean -5, sorry.
-5. So the function is h of t. H of t is going to be equal to 7 minus 5t. Now, the slope here is definitely going to be equal to, remember the slope is always the number in front of the letter. So that's what? -5.
-5.
Now, what is the y-intercept?
7.
7. Good. So if we have a slope and we have the y-intercept, what type of function are we dealing with? We have a slope and we have a y-intercept. What type of function are we dealing with? Hello?
Mm.
Mm. Mm.
Y-intercept?
No. Okay, let me give you options then. Is it a cubic function, quadratic function, linear function, or reciprocal function?
Linear.
Linear. Linear.
Like, wait.
So this is a linear. Yes, well.
Never mind. Just never mind.
Yeah, it's a linear function. All right. And so, and we should know it because the highest power of t is not squared. Neither is it cubed. Neither is it to the fourth. But it's simply 1. So it's a linear equation. So here they ask us to find out what is the value of h of 3. What is h of 3? Okay. Now in order to find out what is h of 3, what we have to do is we have to substitute 3 for wherever we see the t. Okay. So this is how you do it. Let me do it properly written. So h of 3, let me insert something here. So h of 3, how can we put this? Let's put it on this side. So h of 3, sorry, h of t first of all equals to 7 minus 5t. And so remember we are going to replace t with what letter? With number, sorry.
3.
3, yeah. So wherever we see the t, we're going to put the 3. So that means there are only 2 places to replace the t right here. and right here. So we're going to put 3 here, and we're going to put 3 here. So h of 3 is going to be equal to 7 minus 5 times 3. And so we know that 5 times 3 is what?
15.
15. Very good. So h of 3 is going to be 15. And what is 7 minus? What is 7 minus 15?
-8.
Negative 8. Is that true? 7 minus 15. Calculator. Where's the calculator? 7 minus 15.
-8.
Negative 8. So it's going to be negative 8. So the answer here is negative 8. So all we did here was substitute. Okay. So we took we said we took our function h of t, all right, and we said that wherever we see t, we put 3 because they say they want h of 3, so it's going to be 7 minus 5 times 3 because we replaced the t with 3. And so it's going to be 7 minus, what is 5 times 3 is 15, and so h of 3 is equal to negative 8. Let's do another one just like this, even though they don't have it written. But what if I told you to find the value of, say, what if I wanted h of 4? So can someone tell me the value of h of 4? How would we do that? H of,
Replace.
no, work it out and then tell me what the answer is. Okay, work it out and tell me what the answer is.
-18.
Negative what?
18.
Negative 13.
13. -13.
Negative 13. H is equal to negative 13. All right, and did anyone else get that? Negative 13.
I did.
That's good. Okay, so we know that h of 4 is negative 13. H of 3 is going to be negative 8. What if we have, this is going to be interesting though. What if we have, what if I say k of 3? So I want k, and this is a funny looking k, so it's like a italics. K of 3. So find out what is k of 3 for me, please.
I may be wrong here. 2.3.
So again,
2.3. I could be wrong.
2.3. You change into a decimal.
Yeah, yeah.
2.3. Leave it as a fraction. And the reason why you want to leave it as a fraction because it giving you a bunch of numbers at the box, so better you keep it as a fraction. So the idea here with k of 3 is that we have to use not the first function. Anyone else get any other answers before I do it? Anyone else?
I got 2.333. That's what you say keep as a fraction, so
Okay, keep it as a fraction. Yes, keep it as a fraction. So it doesn't simplify nicely. Like if it is simplifying nicely to like a whole number, then you would do it. But leave it if it doesn't, then leave it as a fraction. So what I did was the first thing is I use k of t as the first thing, and then I substitute the 3 for where the t is. Excuse me. And so 4 plus 3 is definitely 7. So we're left with 7 over 3. Okay, so that's what we mean when we say find the value of h or of k of a number. Okay. Any questions on that before we move on?
At first, I was confused. I didn't know we move on to B yet.
Oh, okay. No, we didn't move on to B. We haven't moved on to B. I just was giving this as an example.
Oh, you just used 3.
I just used 3.
So, A is -8, right?
So A is -8. These are just examples.
Oh,
So this is 7A right now. This is the only one that we have done so far. This one is an example. And this one is another example. Is Lionel here? I haven't heard from him all night. So both of them are examples. We haven't done 7B yet. Okay, are we good?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Number 17, where for B, where T is, you still put 3?
Yeah, didn't I? And that's what I do.
I mean for B. Like,
Oh, for B?
where
No.
every...
Oh, no. This is gonna be different. It's gonna be different. Calculate T, where K of T is 9. Okay. Okay, all right. Okay. So it's a good time to take the register.
so when it's like that, you keep it as a fraction. 7/3.
Yeah, you keep it as a fraction. The reason why we keep it as a fraction is because the GCD of these two numbers 1. Like they can't go simpler, right? And when you change it into a decimal, it gives you like a continuous number. So like if that's the case, just leave it as a fraction. You understand?
Yeah. So just keep it as a fraction when it can be simplified.
Yeah, when it can be simplified and when you divide it, it gives you like a bunch of numbers at the bottom. We didn't want that. We prefer our answers to be, short and to the point. We don't want no answers to be long, So if you could avoid writing it like that, then that's better. Okay, so let's move on. So
1
you know what?
second, so finish.
No problem.
We're moving on to B.
We're moving on. I wonder if we should move on to B. Let me go. Let
I
me
got
go.
an answer for it.
You got an answer for it? Okay, let's do B then. We ain't gonna do C right now.
Okay, done.
Yeah, let's do B. Okay, so okay. Okay, so if we're trying to do B, it's going to be um so we need to find T where K of T is 9. So it's very important what they oh, by the way, what did you all get for those who did it?
13/3.
I get the
13
same
Not
thing.
the same thing.
13/3. Okay, so we have to be careful how we read these things. Um we have to be very careful how we read them. And what I mean is the following. Um Nancy, we haven't done any bio for a while, you know.
I message you, but you don't give me your answers. Like, just avoid me, you know, Miss Auntie.
Oh no, please
You
don't
so
take it personally.
you so answer. Yeah,
Um, oh my,
yeah,
that's that's that's
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We gotta pick up back. But bio ain't that bad. Just a lot of notes just to go over. Same
And
thing.
then extended math. We only did vectors, but yeah,
No. With extended math, you saw it now because we doing it in class.
yeah. But personally, I mean, you know how we go.
Yeah, definitely. I leave in high and dry. Oh my, this is bad.
Well,
Okay, so T where K of T is 9. Okay, so this is very important. When we do K of T, they're telling us that K of T is equal to 9. That's very important that they told us that. So they're telling us that this whole thing, K of T, is going to be equal to 9. And we saw what K of T is. K of T is this fraction. Let's put this at the bottom here. Let me get a new thing for this. Oh my. Let's copy this. Let's paste it. Okay, so I guess we have to use it as is. So, okay, delete. Okay, no, we don't want to delete that. Okay, so K of T is 9. Now, let me get back K of T. So you see what I'm talking about. Boom, boom. Good. Scroll up. Increase, increase. Okay, good. Okay, good. So K of T is equal to 9, and we know that K of T, by definition, is 4t, 4 plus t over 3. So we just put that there. And we're saying that this whole thing is supposed to be equal to, this whole thing is supposed to be equal to 9. That's what that's saying. So it's not saying substitute 9 for t. That's not what it's saying. It's saying that let K of t equal to 9. And the way that you know the difference is that it didn't have the 9 in the bracket. Okay, it had the 9 on the outside. What I mean is, if we look at what we had, if they wanted you to substitute, like they want you to substitute 3 here, they would say Okay, the 3 is on the inside, h of 3. Similarly, for 4, the 4 is in the bracket, so h of 4. Similarly, for k, it's k of 3. But here they're not telling us to substitute 9 for t. They're saying that k of t, the function, is equal to 9. So they're saying that this entire function is equal to 9. And so they're saying if that's equal to 9, if this is equal to 9, tell me what t is supposed to be to make sure that this is 9. And you can kind of think about it though. What must t be, even before we do it, what must t be to ensure that this equals 9?
3.
No.
5.
If it's 3, it's going to be 4 plus 3, which is 7 over 3. That's not good. We need the top to be equal to something so that when we divide it by 9.
5.
No.
What about multiplying 3 times 9 and then minusing it from 4 so you know that?
No. Think about it. We need to divide the top by 3 to get 9. What can we divide by 3 to get 9?
3.
3, 6, 9. 3, 6,
No.
9.
What can we divide by 3 to get 9?
6, 9, 12, 15,
1.
18, 18, 21. It would be 21.
No.
21 plus 4.
27.
20?
27.
Yes. Look at me.
27. Very good. So 27 divided by 3 is 9. So that means that this top part have to be 27. So we already have 4. How could we make it to be? What must t be to make sure that this top is 27?
23.
23. 23. So if it's 23, if t is 23, then add 23 to 24, what do you get?
27.
27. And divide 27 by 3, what do you get?
9.
You get 9. You understand what's happening? Again, we need the top to be 27. And so that means that t must be 23. 23 plus 4 is 27. 27 divided by 3 is 9. So we already know that t must be 27. T must be 23. But so we already know that in our minds. Now we're going to show it using algebra. Okay. So what must we do for this one? How can we solve it? Welcome, Wayne. So here we're gonna divide, we're gonna cross multiply. And so if we cross multiply, this is gonna be over 1. So we're gonna multiply the 3 by the 9, multiply 1 by 4t. 1 times 4 plus t is simply what? 1 times 4 plus t is what?
27.
No.
5.
1 times 4 plus t is what?
4 plus t.
4 plus t. Why? Because what is 1 times 2? What is 1 times 2?
2.
What is 1 times 3?
3.
What is 1 times 4?
3. 4.
What is 1 times 5?
5.
What is 1 times 6?
6.
So what is 1 times 4 plus t?
4 plus t.
40.
4 plus t. So now what is 3 times 9?
27.
27.
Good. Now what do we do at this point?
Divide by 3. Oh, no.
No. What must we do to solve for t?
Minus 4 on both sides.
So we need to send the 4 over. Because we're trying to make t all by itself. So it's going to be equal to t, which equals to 27 minus 4. So t is going to be equal to 27 minus 4 is what?
23.
23. Any questions for me? So t is going to be equal to 23. And that makes sense because if t is 23, added to 24, we get 27. Divided by 9, we get divided by 3, we get 9. So are we good?
Yes. So
Okay, that's good. All right, so t is equal to 23. So let's have to do something like that. All right, next up we have the following. Okay, so let's go back to so the next thing we're gonna do soon is we need to do the simplified expression for k compose h of t. But we're not gonna do that now. I wanna go back to something a little bit more so familiar, just to keep the impact not so hard tonight. Okay, so let's do something like that. So arrange the this is nice. Arrange the following in descending order. Arrange these things in descending order. What do we mean by descending order?
Highest to lowest.
highest to lowest.
From highest to lowest. So what's going to be the first thing we're going to do for something like this?
On LCM.
Find LCM. So we need to find LCM of 8, 6, 12, and 3. So we know that the multiples of 8 are going to be 8. Someone help me. 8. What else?
24.
16.
16. What else? Let's go. 8.
24. 32.
32. Let's go.
40.
40.
48. 56.
8. 56.
64.
56.
64.
64.
56.
Yeah, we already have 666.
72.
72.
And so on.
80. Yeah.
Yeah.
6 is going to be equal to
6,
6, 12,
12,
18, 24, 30, 36,
24,
30,
30,
30, yeah,
yeah,
36,
6,
42,
42,
48, 54.
anyway.
Oh,
12 is going to be equal to 12,
12,
24,
24,
36,
36,
48,
48,
60,
60,
72,
and
so
continuing.
on.
3 is going to be equal to 3,
3, 6, 9, 12,
12, 14,
18, 24, no, 21,
24, yeah, 27, 30, 33, 30.
Okay, so based on this, what is going to be our lowest common multiple?
For
12.
24.
for 3, you missed, instead of 36, you should have put 33.
Oh, 33, yes. 33.
Yeah.
The lowest one is
For
12.
24. Oh, no.
It's 24.
It's 24, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
they don't have 12.
So 24 is here, 24, 24,
And
and
24. So it's 24.
so the lowest common multiple of 8, 6, and 12. Thus, the lowest common multiple of 8, 6, 12, and 3 is 24. Are we right?
Yes, sir.
Definitely. Okay, so now we need to consider this fraction, each of these fractions, and we have 4 over 8 equals 2. We know that the bottom number is going to be 24, and then we have 5 over 6. We know that the bottom number is going to be 24, and then we have 7 over 12. We know that the bottom number is going to be equal to 24. Then we have 2 over 3. We know that the bottom number is going to be equal to 24. Good. So we say what times 8 gives me 24?
6.
No. What times 8 give me 24?
3.
3.
3. Whatever we do to the
3.
bottom, whatever we do to the bottom, we do to the
Top.
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 So what is 4 times 3?
12.
12.
Well,
It's 12 over 24. What times 6 gives me 24?
4.
4. Very
4.
good. So whatever we do to the top, we do to the
bottom.
bottom.
What?
I mean, whatever we do to the bottom, we do to the top.
Oh,
So 5 times 4 is
20.
And what times 12 give me 24?
2.
2. 7 times what? Oh, sorry, whatever we do to the bottom, we do to the top. So it's going to be
Top.
7 times 2 is what?
14.
14. What times 3 gives me 24?
8.
8. Whatever we do to the bottom, we must do to the top. So it's going to be 16.
16.
Very good. Now we must arrange it in descending order. So which one is the highest? Which one is the highest?
20 over 24.
Yes, 20 over 24. So this one is the highest. This one is the first one. So we have to write this one. We can't write 20 over 24. So if we arrange it in ascending order, we must first write 5 over 6. So it's the answer. So it's going to be 5 over 6. What is the second biggest?
2 over 3. 2 over 3.
Yeah, 16 over 24. This comes second. So we have to write 2 over 3. Right, that's interesting. 5 over 6 is bigger than 2 over 3. Interesting. Next up, we have what?
14 over 24, which is 7 over
24,
12.
yeah. So this one comes third.
7 over 12.
So it's going to be 7 over 12. And then, which one comes fourth?
12 over 24.
Yeah, 12 over 24.
4 over 8.
12 over 24. So it's going to be 4 over 8, like someone said. Comma 4 over 8. Good, and so this is the correct answer. 5 over 6, 2 over 3, 7 over 12, and 4 over 8. Any questions for me? Any questions?
So we didn't have to simplify.
I know so.
So the first thing we do is we find LCM, then we use the LCM to make sure all our denominators are the same. When they are the same denominators, then we can compare them. Then we arrange it from, when we reach it, then we arrange it in order from lowest to highest. Sorry, from highest to lowest in descending order. If they said ascending order, what would that mean? Ascending order.
Least to greatest.
Least to greatest, yes.
That's what I did. I asked a dumb question. I had to, we had to simplify when we would get the same thing right back.
All right. All right, so let's continue. All right, let's continue. So Alright, good. So let's continue with this one. It says, find the sum 3 over 4 and 5 over 7. Express your answer as a mixed fraction. So find the sum 3 over 4 and 5 over 7. Express your answer as a mixed fraction. Okay. Find the sum 3 over 4 and 5 over 7. Express your answer as a mixed fraction. So we have to add them, eh? So we have 3 over 4. Are we here? Can you let me?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Okay, good. So we have to add these two fractions. We have 3 over 4 and 5 over 7. But before we even add them, right? We know the first thing to do, we have to find the LCM.
We get 28.
We get 28.
That's the LTM.
That's what you get for the LCM. Okay, so let's do it together. So we know that 4 is 4, 8, 16 times 5, 20.
That's 28.
4, 28, 32, 36, and continuing. Then for 7, we know we get 7 equals 2. The multiples of 7 is 7, 14, 21, 28, times 5 is 35, times 6 is 42, and continuing. And so the LCM that we have, the lowest common multiple of these two is going to be 28. Nothing else is common. Alright, so 28 is the lowest common multiple, so that means that we have 3 over 4, and we know it's gonna be equal to, the number at the bottom is going to be 28, and then we have 5 over 7, so we know the number at the bottom is going to be 28. What times 4 gives me 8, 28.
Let's see, you missed on 12 or 4.
12, I missed out. Yes, 12, thank you. So what times 4 gives me 28?
7.
7. Whatever I do to the bottom, I must do to the top. What is 3 times 7?
21.
What is 3 times 7?
21.
21.
Good. Then we have, what times 7 gives me 28? What times 7 gives me
4.
4? What is 5 times 4?
20.
20. Okay, so now we have that 3 over 4 is equal to 21 over 8, and 5 over 7 is equal to 20 over 28. And so now we are ready to perform this addition. So we say that 3 over 4 plus 5 over 7 is going to be equal to 21 over 28 plus 20 over 28 is going to be equal to 20 plus 21 plus 20 is going to be what?
31. I mean 41.
41 over 28. Now they say express your answer as a mixed fraction. We're not at a mixed fraction yet. We have to actually divide 28. We have to actually divide 41 into 28. So how much times 28 goes into 41?
Once.
Once. What is 41 minus 28?
I have 1 and 12 for 28.
It's going to be what? 3. What is 3 minus 2 is what? 1.
Minus 2 is 11.
Say it again.
You said, repeat what you said?
I said 3 minus 1. 3 minus 2, sorry.
3 minus 2 is 5.
3 minus 2? 3 minus 2.
Minus 2, sorry, 2.
Yeah. 3 minus 2 is 1. So it's 13. So we left with, so this is going to be the whole number. It's going to be 1 and what? 13.
13 over 28.
13 over 28. Can we simplify that further?
No, sir.
Because 13 is prime. Alright, so that's going to be 1 and 13 over 28. Okay, so that'll be the correct answer here. Any questions for me on that? Hello, anyone home?
No, sir.
Okay.
So I got that.
Okay, that's so quiet. What's so quiet these days? What happened? Y'all gonna sleep on me?
Supposed to be right here.
Okay, right now. Okay. Okay, so that one was familiar, unfamiliar, easy, difficult.
Familiar.
Say it again.
Some parts was familiar.
Some parts are familiar.
Easy.
Easy. Nancy says easy. I like that. I like that y'all using that word easy for maths. Good. Okay, so let's go back to finishing up our simplified expression. So we have to write an expression for k of h of t. Excuse me. Right, so here, just a bit on it, right? So this is okay, so just write this down for this question. For this question, we are asked to find an expression for a composite function. A composite function is basically one function within another function. So a function within a function. And k h of t is read k of h of t. That's how we read it. K of h of t. K of h of t. K of h of t can also be written as k open bracket, h of t. So this means that it's, I don't know if you can see, the h of t is within, the h of t is within the k function. All right, welcome, Sean. So the idea is, again, that this is a composite function right here. And a composite function is what?
One function and another function.
Good, a function, not a function. So which function is in which? Is the k in the h or the h in the k?
The h inside the k.
Very good. The h is inside the k. Okay. So this is a composite function. The h is inside the k. So we read it k of h of t. K of h of t. Or we read it as, or we say k compose h of t. So h of t is within k. That's the idea there. So let's consider this. So h of t is definitely this function, 7 minus 5t. So let's consider that. So remember that k of t is this function. That's what k of t is. And h of t, that's what h of t is. And then k of t is equal to this function. So we have these two functions. One is the parent function, and the other one is the baby function. One is within the other. The parent function is definitely k of t. The baby function is definitely h of t. And so we're going to place h of t within this function where this t is. We're going to place h of t. So that means that we're going to have that k h of t equals to, we said this already, it's going to be equals to k of h of t trying to make this one red. So k h of t is going to be equal to k of h of t, which is going to be equal to it's going to be equal to 4 plus. Now wherever we see the t, we're going to put what? Wherever we see with the t, we're going to put what? Are y'all here?
Bracket.
Y'all here or not? I feel like I'm talking to
I'm here.
myself. Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hi.
Hello.
Y'all here?
Yes.
Okay, I feel like I'm talking to myself. I'm not hearing y'all at all. So what I'm asking is, what do we put in place of t?
Will we put H?
H of t, yes. So it's going to be h of t. Okay, and then all over 3 is going to be equal to, remember what h of t is. What is h of t? What is h of t?
7 minus 5t.
7 minus 5t, close bracket. So what we did is we substituted what the h of t is. Okay.
So, Mr. Petit, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
If you just put equal and then put both the HT is over 3, would that be wrong? Or you have to show the HT and then show what it is when you change
No,
it?
it wouldn't be wrong. It wouldn't be wrong.
Okay.
Okay, here we add 4 and 7. What is 4 plus 7? Because 4 and 7 is the only like term to the top here. What is 4 and 7? Sorry. Yeah, 4 and 7. What is 4 and 7?
11.
11. So it's going to be 11. It's going to be 11 minus 5t all over 3.
Mr. T, they
Yes.
confused on the spot.
Say it again.
They confused why you did that. Yeah,
Mr.
Okay, you're
are
confused.
we supposed to like deal with the numbers inside the
Bracket
bracket?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, what are the numbers inside the bracket?
7 and 5.
7 and 5t.
ID, yeah.
Are they like terms?
Also?
No, they're not like terms. So we can't add or subtract them. So we can't do none with them.
Alright.
So we must only deal with what we could add. We only could add the 7 and the 4 because they are like terms. 7 and 4 are like terms. So that's why we do 7 plus 4 to give us 11. Is that clear?
I think so.
What part you don't understand?
Yeah. Okay, you say we both okay, they're not like terms.
They're not like terms. We can't do them now. So we just drop the bracket because in and we could do. The bracket has no meaning no more because ain't like we could do anything inside there first. So we drop the bracket and add the 7 and the 4.
Okay.
Okay? And so 7 plus 4 is definitely 11 minus 5t all over 3. Okay? Okay, any questions for me?
Is that the final answer?
That's the final answer. Yeah.
Okay.
Y'all are rather quiet on this one. Is it because it's new?
Okay, so yeah. So you add the 7 and the 4 and just leave the 5t.
So the T is in a number also.
No, the T is a variable. We can't do none of that. We have none to substitute the T for. Okay. Alright, so that's us. Alright, so I think that's it, eh? I think it's 7:59. Use this minute to send in the photos for mathematics. So send in the photos for mathematics for me. And for those who are staying back for social studies and religion, you can stay back. For those of us who must leave, you are free to go once you finish sending the math notes. All right. Okay, so for those of us who are staying back, we have some business to take care of. Should we do the quiz or just go straight into the notes?
Yes, quiz. I like them. We gotta redeem myself from that 78. I think that was.
So, no, you got a 73. Don't try to bring it up. 73. There's no 78. That was a 73.
Why you listening that one?
That was a low 73.
We gotta bring ourselves back up from that 73.
Definitely.
Redemption.
Yes.
All right then. No problem. What was the last thing we was talking about though? The last thing we was on.
In social?
We was talking about he's talking about the Bgcse.
Oh yes, sir.
Yeah.
How we could have lives and all that.
Yeah. And how? Oh, by the way, was there? There's a quick recap, right? Was there ever a female Bgcse?
Yeah, but it was rare, right?
Very rare.
Yeah. Okay. What are some privileges of the Bgcse?
We get a bigger house.
Yeah.
Bigger house.
Uh-huh.
He's the one who gets to share out the land, right?
Now that's not a privilege. That's a responsibility.
Oh.
What's a privilege? Give me a privilege of the Bgcse.
He had different clothes, right?
He had special clothes. Yeah. Okay. Anything else?
He had a chair, right? That's a thing.
Yeah, he
That's
had a chair. That's a privilege.
That
What's the name of his chair?
do
Yeah, the duo. Yeah. Anything else?
What the jewelries, the matter, like he had more jewelries? Wow.
Yeah, he had more ornaments than others. Yes, that's true. All right, give me some responsibilities that he had.
Share the land.
Share the land. What else? Responsibilities. Someone else? Anyone else? What are other responsibilities of the Bgcse?
To take care of the village.
To take care of the village, yes.
It can be a part of religious sacrifices.
Yeah, to be a part of to lead out in religious ceremonies, yes. Go ahead. Anyone else?
I have a question. Did he add power to say the person punishment or no?
Yes, he had power to pardon.
Oh. That's
What
fine.
else? What else? How about determining when did they go on war and when it is time for peace?
Oh my god, I just was gonna say he suggested a war thingy when they go to
Yeah.
war.
Okay, so all right, so let's get ready for the quiz. This is going to be a quiz to see how much you know. It's only 10.
I need to charge the sorry with that. I need to charge the religion stuff. Religious
Definitely,
stuff.
definitely,
That's what I just said.
definitely. Exactly. Kennedy is so funny. All right, so are we ready for this quiz?
Yes, of course. Gotta redeem myself now. Come on.
Drum roll, please. Anyone? What is it with the drum roll?
That was a shame.
Very good, Deshaun.
That's Sean. I'm
Okay.
Kennedy.
All right, so
Of course.
true or false? Start off easy. Religion was not a central part of the Lucayan life.
B.
B false. That's cap.
False. Okay. False. Alright, religion was definitely a central part of their life. True or false? The Lucayans had myths about how the world and man were created.
True.
Is that, are we gonna lock in that answer?
No, I'm thinking out loud. Just thinking out loud.
Anyone else?
B.
B? We gonna lock in that in?
I guess so. I don't want to be wrong. It'd be on me. So
Oh.
I guess.
Okay, so
I knew it. I knew it. Oh my god.
Okay, it was actually true. They did have
No redemption.
this actually is true. They did have myths. Okay. Okay. What is the Lucayan name for heaven?
Oh, I do a social studies class.
What's Lucayan name for heaven?
B.
Say it again.
B. B.
C?
No, B. But don't lock that in. Don't lock that in.
Don't lock that in.
Yes, sir.
Anyone else? What is Lucayan name for heaven?
Oh boy.
5, 4, 3.
This is C.
2.
B.
1. Okay, you wanna go with B?
Yeah. We can lock that in.
Yes.
Why I was so dumb.
True or false? The Lucayans believe in supreme beings, a sky god and an earth goddess.
True. That's true. Yeah,
True.
that's true.
Yes. Lucayans believe that blank live in each living thing.
Spirits. Yeah, D.
D?
D. Yeah.
Okay. What are Zemis?
A.
Idols representing the spirits, baby toys for the Lucayans' offspring, the realm of the Lucayans or the Lucayans' marketplace.
A.
I got this one. This is A.
It's A? Okay.
You don't say that.
Alright. At ceremonies, the cacique sat on his stool while he and the priest inhaled incense, perfume, tobacco,
C.
or food.
C. Tobacco.
C?
C.
C? Alright, they say tobacco.
Yes, sir.
Alright.
Oh.
What is the Lucayan word for tobacco?
Oh my gosh. Why are you doing this?
Look
I
at
gotta think.
for tobacco.
Um, that's an odd one.
Anyone? Are you all so quiet?
I think it's D.
I think it's D.
I think so.
You can lock that in.
Oh my god.
No.
No. Someone else give a suggestion.
Yeah, because I'm not too sure.
B?
B. Someone said.
Oh,
Alright, Ian.
they're ready.
You're up.
Yes, yeah.
Who said that?
What's
Let's
that?
go. Let's go.
Who
Kennedy.
said? Who said?
O'Shea.
O'Shea. Okay.
It was
Oh.
Destiny and
O'Shea's
me.
Xavier
And, yeah.
for the night.
Kennedy too.
Oh, Kennedy said B too. Okay.
Yeah, give me my credit.
What is the name of a ball game played by the Lucayans?
Oh, I know this.
See,
Battles.
See?
And it's to chop off the head, the losers, right? Something like that.
All right.
No,
Those.
no. That's
Alright.
in Mexico. You talk about the other one.
Religion
No, chop off.
and what we call blank were sometimes one and the same thing in Lucayan society in the form of singing, dancing, and games that took place at their ceremonies.
D. Hold on, never mind.
Get it, Cooper.
Perfect.
Okay, Heston says C.
Heston, say C.
Yes, sir. We can go with C for Heston.
Okay, let's go over here to see if Heston is actually correct. Right?
Yes, let's go.
Alright, so that was 90.
See, great with
I don't like that. I still don't like that. I should have gone with my answer. Oh.
Okay, last quiz before we actually get into it. This is how do we know about these people? So when we study history, we undertake a rigorous exercise in blank and blank evidence. From this evidence, we can draw a blank, much like you do in your science class.
B.
When we study history, we undertake a rigorous exercise in gathering and assessing evidence. From this evidence, we can draw conclusions. Is that what you're saying?
Hold on. Ideas sound good too. Hold on. No, I think it's B. But don't put B. Yeah, B. I mean, no, you can draw idea.
Anyone else? Because Cooper's struggling.
No, C.
I think it's C.
I think it's C.
C. Yeah, C. C makes sense.
C.
Destiny said B, but
Destiny say B.
I think B2.
I think B too.
I think it's C. So y'all could go B, but
Let's go with B.
Well, look at that.
look at me. Switch my whole answer for nothing.
Nothing for nothing.
You know what I think first, that's what I go with.
Alright. True or false? One way of finding about the Arawaks is through archaeological evidence from old sites, human and animal bones, clay, pottery, stone, and bones and tools.
True. A.
True.
Very true.
Okay. We can learn about the Arawaks through written accounts by visitors to the Caribbean, such as the Spaniards.
False. They killed them.
False. Okay.
False.
Don't say false.
Oh boy.
A sec.
I know. Another 90? Come on, man.
Yeah, better hope y'all get 90.
Bruh.
Alright.
Man, you mean to give us a team?
Since the Arawaks had no form of blank, we cannot ever know their own view of themselves. But we must also be careful of the Spanish view of the Arawaks, which may be blank Misleading.
Oh, I got this.
Self-serving.
It's
B. B.
B?
Yeah, B.
very big.
So yeah, that's the only
Bias.
good answer.
All right. True or false? We cannot learn about the Arawaks by studying more than the sense of the Arawaks and Caribs who still live in isolated areas of Venezuela and Guyana.
Oh, false.
False?
Yes, has to be B as well.
Destiny B as well.
Oh, trust in your whole soul with Destiny's answers.
I believe in myself, bro.
Destiny hasn't been wrong yet. All
You
right.
went wrong. She was right.
Looking at primitive people and the way they live is called what?
Ooh,
Anthropology, botany, topology, or somatopology?
I really want a 90 and not 80 or something. It was like a second. I know.
Looking at primitive people and the way they live is called blank. Anthropology, botany, topology. All these SAC people, St. John's people, all these government schools.
Oh, A, right? A. Yes, sir.
Anthropology.
A.
Gonna lock that in?
Yes, sir. I love
Lock it if you bad.
Yes, let's go.
Anthropology. Very good. You study word origins and connections. It is ethnologists, limnologists, laparoscopists, or linguists.
That's just words now.
You study word origins and connections.
Hold on. Word origins and connection. D.
D. Linguists. Anyone else? Or are we gonna lock that in?
Hold on, before you lock that in.
I'm gonna disagree.
Okay, she's gonna disagree.
I think it's A.
I think it's A.
I think it's A. All right. Okay, so they're gonna go with A.
Please. No! No!
Ah, boy. Should have listened to me.
Linguists, the people who study word origins and connections. All right. True or false? If we trace where words originally come from and what their meanings are from, this can tell us something about societies from which they originated.
A.
A, we're gonna lock that in. Y'all trust Cooper now? Or?
Yes, sir.
I have my whole soul in Cooper.
Cooper, they trust you now.
They don't trust me because I get that by luck.
Alright, tobacco is the Arawak word for smoking pipe. However, Europeans mistakenly added this word to their own language to mean the weed inside the pipe, rather than the pipe itself.
What?
Oh, nah, Mr. Betty, you gotta help us with that one because no. All I know is tobacco, what they smoke. I ain't know but the little details part. Okay. B, bingo, test for me.
Destiny say B.
Hold on, wait. Don't get confirmed yet.
A quick prayer.
Man, you know what? We trust in you. Please, Miss Betty, help us, man.
I can't help you out.
I just didn't want to say it, bro. There's a bonus. We don't worse than we did the first time.
Y'all did very well. So I got like 3 wrong. Alright. 67.
Oh no.
Not even a 70, man.
Oh.
Okay, so let's take some notes. Okay, so we're gonna start off with the religion part. When I say religion, I mean what Where we was on. Okay, let's go here. Okay, so this is gonna be. Today is. Look this. Today is Thursday. The 17th of February, 2022. The subject is social studies. I am going to be moving quickly, so please be on your guard. All right. The topic is the Arawak's religion. And as I always say, disclaimer, what I am giving you here is information to prepare you for an exam and not necessarily facts. So make sure that you know it for the exam, but in real life, search out the truth for yourself. Okay, so the Arawak's religion. Now, religion. So the Arawak's religion. So let's dive into it. So many of the things that I taught out in the quiz is gonna be on this. So I'm gonna give you the notes now. So religion, was it a central part of their life?
Yes, sir.
So religion was a central part of the Lucayan life. They had myths about how the world was what? How the world and man was what? Created. They believed in life. Oh, I spelled believe wrong. They believe in life after death in heaven. What's the Arawak word for heaven?
Oh no, straight to hell.
Koyabe.
Koyabo, Kaba.
Koyabe. And in supreme beings, a sky god, and an earth goddess. They believed that spirits live in each living thing, and they made zemis, or we say idols, representing these spirits. At ceremonies, the cacique sat on his tuho while he and the priest inhaled tobacco, which is kayo ba. Sometimes they sang
SVT, you put the spirits and semicolon.
representing the where you mean
They believe that spirits.
spirits live. Good. Sometimes they sang and danced or played a ball game, which is called batos. You can see then that what? That the power to make decisions was based on a religious system of belief. Also, one moment. Oh wait, sorry, my apologies. I come back. Okay, also also religion and what we call leisure were sometimes one and the same thing in the Lucayan society. So what we mean by leisure? Leisure is, the sort of fun things that we do. So leisure, um, leisure and um, and religion was mixed because they played ball and they also sang songs and dance. So they was also having fun while they worship their gods.
So did they know about the real God or?
That's a good question. Um,
Doubt it.
I wouldn't say that. Eventually, eventually they would say because remember, by the time Christopher Columbus them come on the scene, they showed them, uh, they talked about the
Me
truth of.
trying to convert them to Christianity or
They
something.
tried to convert them to Christianity, yeah. So eventually they did find out. And like the Bible say, God reaches everyone in different ways, even if it's not direct. Um, like what I mean is He uses nature to speak to people. Um, and so he can use even dreams too to speak to people too. So so there's different ways that they could have known. All right, so
Do you think like some of them kind of know when like when they get a sign or whatever, but they still want to worship their little Zemi things?
yeah, I think so. I think so. So singing, dancing, and games that took place at their ceremonies. Okay. Um. So next time we come, so this is it for now. Next time we come, we could talk about how do we know about them? How do we know about these people? Like the four ways that we know about them: archaeological evidence, written accounts, anthropology, and linguistics. Okay. So we're gonna talk about that the next time. We don't have enough time to write it all. We gotta get to RK. Now we never have a quiz for RK, did we? We never had a quiz for RK, right?
Are we having one? Is the question.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we're gonna have a quiz for RK. Are you finished writing this down? Are
I
you
am
still?
singing.
Okay. So we're gonna have a quiz. We're gonna have a review based on what
No,
based on what we did.
I done.
Okay. Thank you, Ariana, for sending it in. Thank you, all the rest of you for also sending in the notes as well. Um. Okay. So RK notes. RK notes. RK. 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 So now we need to go for RK. Right there, right? The birth of John announced quiz. Should we do that one right now?
Yes, I think we should.
Oh, we should? Okay, so that's
We
good.
should. We should. We need to treat ourselves.
Alright, if y'all get these wrong, y'all in trouble.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Alright, which territory was Herod the king of?
See?
See?
Okay, C.
What is
What is the name of the priest whose wife was Elizabeth?
See?
Zachariah?
Zachariah?
Yes.
Okay, correct. Okay, y'all on a roll.
So,
Elizabeth belonged to a priestly family. I agree, I disagree, maybe, not sure.
oh boy. Kennedy say B.
Kennedy say V.
Oh.
But you see, in my calculations, Elizabeth was in the family of Aaron.
Okay.
Was he in the priestly family? I think it's B. I know.
Lionel, that's Lionel? That's Lionel in the background? Oh, I thought I heard Lionel. Okay, someone said B. Okay, so we can lock in B. I can't hear y'all. Oh, my network is it's not good. Oh, this is not good. Dang yeah, Max. Dang yeah, Max. Because this thing's big problem. Let's see. Okay. does not have sufficient funds to complete this call. To make this call, please apply another voucher.
Miss Batista, you coming now?
All right. Very sorry about that. We just was getting into it, right? All right. Sorry.
Wait. Chris, what happened?
My phone died.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you on your phone?
Well, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, it really died. I'm sorry. That's on me. That's on me. Okay, so yes, Elizabeth belonged to a priestly family. Agree, disagree, maybe, not sure.
It's B.
Lionel, that's
How
you. Lionel, is that you?
No, sir.
Saying no. You're raised from the dead, eh? I can hear you all night. Okay. You say B? Are we gonna lock that
Yeah,
in?
You ain't sharing.
you went to the screen?
Share my screen is sharing. Oh, okay. Thank you. All right. Is it A, B, C, or D?
We're gonna trust Lionel on this one.
We're gonna try Lionel on this one. All right.
Can I ask Denise and B? So.
Okay. So.
See why we should have listened to Ariana, see, or Irana or something.
Ariana said A.
Did you give me
Yeah, she was screaming that.
I end up saying C and I'm gonna say A.
Wow. Sorry, Ariana. Sorry. What was the Zachariah's occupation?
B.
B.
He's a priest. We gonna lock that in?
Yes. No second guesses here.
No second guesses. Okay. Yes, he was a priest.
You know there was a typo and I was wrong.
Zachariah and Elizabeth had 2 children because they were old.
Very false.
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 That's B.
All right. False. They was barren.
Yeah.
Zachariah worked in the temple as a.
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 Yeah, this is a repeat question.
Just a servant.
The custom of the priest's office required him to kill rams for sacrifice, baptize people, burn incense in the temple, stay in the temple.
C.
See, burn incense. All right, y'all on a roll. The crowd of people prayed during breakfast, the hour when the incense was burned, festival or peace offering.
B.
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 I'll lock that in. Okay. The angel of the Lord appeared the angel of the Lord appeared in the temple to
D.
Zachariah. Okay. This is too easy for y'all. Zachariah was alarmed and afraid because he saw
C.
an angel. Very good. Zachariah's son was to be named
I think it was
C.
Josh. Oh, never mind.
C.
Josh?
Boy, say Josh.
Joshua.
Oh Lord. No, no,
Joshua? Okay, let's go with Joshua.
no, Mr. Petit, man, come on.
No.
What happened? And yours was B?
Yeah,
No,
they say
I
B.
said
C.
Joshua.
I'm not going down with
Are we
that.
going with B or C? Which one?
They say B.
B? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Joshua? We gonna lock that
Hold on. Before you call us get 80, Lionel, it's a C.
Mr. Petit, we done say C 30 times.
Imagine if that was wrong.
Never.
The statement, how glad and happy you will be, was referring to
C.
Elizabeth.
C.
the angel.
Yep.
The angel was talking to Zachariah.
It was, bro. Wow.
Oh, boy.
Wow.
Lionel, do you read your Bible?
Lionel doesn't go over his notes, neither read the Bible.
I do read my Bible.
Lionel.
I never even know about these type of parts. I only knew about the book. Never know.
Okay. Alright, Lionel. Redeem yourself, Lionel. Redeem yourself. Who was to be filled with the Holy Spirit from his birth?
Jesus.
My gosh.
Let me stop.
No, Lionel, no. You trying. Keep going.
I like the effort.
Y'all just mocking me at this point. It's not even funny.
Oh wow.
So what the answer is then?
What the answer is?
C.
C, right?
C. Correct.
I know he did Jesus.
What is correct about John? He must drink wine and soft juice. He must drink water and eat locusts. He must not
C.
drink wine or strong drink.
Oh, no, that.
I
Yes.
trust Lionel.
What is
C. C.
He must not drink wine or strong drink.
Yes, let's go.
He will bring back the people of the. He will bring back to the Lord the people of
Israel.
Israel. Yes, for name is
Just give me a Moses vibe. So I got Moses.
Israel.
Oh, geez.
John is likened to which prophet? Prophet Elijah.
Hold on.
Jeremiah or something.
Hey.
I know. I read it.
Hold on. We don't know this one.
C or D?
E, F, G.
H, I, G.
Elijah. Yes, A.
It's A.
Please, Jeremiah. Never mind. Okay. Good job, Lionel. I'm proud of you.
Lionel. Very good, Lionel. Redeem himself.
He 2 for 2 now.
All right. The angel addressed himself as
D.
Yes, D.
Gabriel.
Twice say B.
Why was Zachariah unable to speak?
B.
What is it?
I wanna say B, but I wanna say A as well.
Yeah, it's a close one.
Okay, B. But he wasn't. Yeah, B. But don't trust me. Don't trust me, Mr. Petit. Oh,
see, look at you, Cooper.
Always doubting yourself. That's the problem.
Oh my gosh, I need to stop.
Don't doubt yourself, Cooper. All right. Zachariah spent so much time in the temple because.
Oh, D.
D.
What? Oh, no.
D?
Because I thought we had the same question like that before.
He said no. What is...
Bro.
Because he was what?
Talking with
the angel.
Yeah.
What? No, all I know, the angel come to him in a dream or something like that.
Those angels no dream. It was inside the temple.
Oh, but I know he come to him. I know, but he was talking to no angel in the temple.
Yes. That's exactly where he was talking to angel. Do you read the Bible?
Yes. So we get to.
You went there.
Alright. Zachariah became what?
There.
Dumb.
Oh, dummy, you can't speak. Never
Oh
mind.
wow, I
Oh,
know.
wow. Like,
I thought deaf mean you can't speak.
Oh no.
it's
That
dumb.
means you can't hear, Lionel.
It's dumb.
Oh my. He gone.
Why people just call each other dumb, man?
Alright. Elizabeth did not leave the house for 5 months because
B.
A.
Oh.
A. She was pregnant. Very good. Who said, "Now at last the Lord has helped me"?
Let's. No.
This is why we shouldn't read the notes first, then the test.
Oh, I didn't read the text.
Now that the Lord has helped me. Oh boy.
I think Elizabeth.
Very good, Lionel.
Yeah,
Very good, Lionel. Very good.
I say Eliz, and I was like, probably Mary. Wow.
Alright. 86.
I mean, A minus is good.
86.
That's not minus.
Not good enough.
87 is
86. Okay, so as the birth of John announced quiz, y'all need to study and revise your notes. So
We get what, 3 wrong?
Go over. If y'all, let me tell you, if I y'all get all the answers. If you just go over where the Bible verses. Go over Luke chapter 1, verse 5 to 25. You get all the answers. Okay. The birth of John, the birth of Jesus announced.
Elizabeth, did I get a picture of that? Please.
Okay, picture of it? Okay, no problem. So make sure you study. The next test for the next class is going to be Mary visits Elizabeth and the birth of John. So make sure I know these verses. But we're just going to do this one for tonight and then we're going to call it caps. So the birth of Jesus announced. Everybody should get this one. This should be a straightforward one. All right. 100.
Okay, this is the one where we get 100, okay?
Okay.
This is the time.
All right.
We just was.
Yeah, this is playing. Okay, all right.
I have a bet.
Okay, all right, let's go.
He's playing this time.
If we get below 80, we stay there for 10 o'clock.
All right.
No. Yeah. I believe in us. No. We stay until 9:30.
Okay. To which town in Galilee did God send Angel Gabriel?
Oh boy.
D.
B.
D.
Come on now. You trying to teach already?
Who's that D?
Very good. Nazareth.
Oh.
Joseph was a descendant of
Not Jacob. It's not Abraham either. It's not David either. I think it's C.
No, Lionel, come on, bro.
It's Jacob.
It's B. You can have me. B.
B.
David.
Yeah.
Alicia said B.
I'm
Right.
David.
David had a son.
Yeah.
Yes.
I did
This
not.
boy trying to say King Herod, dude.
I know, but King Herod is definitely off.
Like that wouldn't even make sense.
No, that wouldn't make sense. All right. The woman promised in marriage to Joseph was?
Lionel.
Mary.
Come on, answer.
I don't know.
Mary.
Mary. Yes, Mary.
What was it?
Okay. What's another word for promised in marriage?
Betrothed.
Engaged. Yes, engaged. Alicia, you on fire tonight?
We needed her all a while. I know she was.
All right. The angel talking to Mary was Angel Michael,
D.
Raphael, like Gabriel.
D.
That's the only angel, eh?
No, I know the angel.
Like who has come to people.
That's the main one who's come.
Yeah.
Because he's a messenger angel, that's why.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh.
Mary's
The rest like angels.
Mary's son was to be named what?
Emmanuel.
Well, God, Daddy. Jesus.
Jesus. Yes.
Oh.
Who was the ancestor of Mary's son?
Joseph.
D.
D. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's
God.
Yeah.
This was to be
I'm gonna
called the
say
son of
B, the Most High God.
He, the Most High God.
the Most High God.
Jehovah, you are the Most High. Jehovah.
Get it, Lionel. Get
Lionel's
that
being
voice.
church, eh? All right. Who was to make him Jesus King?
Hmm. Who is to make him Jesus?
He,
B.
he.
The Lord. Very good.
Oh.
She said B, you know.
I said D. Come on now.
No. She was calling a tiny voice saying B. And then it seems like
Oh wow.
C.
No,
The
no.
That's
answer is
true.
C.
That's
yeah,
true.
Wait.
Jesus is the descendant of.
Abraham. No, the C. Never mind.
See. All right, David. Mary was troubled by the angel's message because
She was a virgin.
She was a
Huge
she
version.
didn't like She didn't like
A
babies.
huge virgin.
She was a barren, or she was a virgin. Which one?
It was
A.
A.
she was a virgin.
Mr. BT, you know what's crazy? They say she was 13 when she had Jesus.
That's what they say.
What?
That's what they say.
When did she's a virgin?
Who
I don't know.
told
I'll
Mary?
tell you why she was a virgin.
Who told Mary that Elizabeth was pregnant?
The angel Gabriel.
Angel Gabriel.
I remember that with my hand.
Whose relative was Elizabeth?
Mary's?
Mary's. Good. They were what?
Cousins.
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 Eighth, maybe first.
I almost say sisters.
How old was Elizabeth's pregnancy at the time she visited Mary?
I think she was 6 months.
6 months. 6
Yeah.
months.
So
Lionel is learning.
I swear.
Lionel on the roll. Is there
Did I know?
anything that God cannot do?
No.
Well, a few.
Really? No.
Yeah.
No.
Whose servant is Mary?
It isn't.
B. B.
B.
B.
The Lord's
Oh.
servant.
Boom, 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 boom.
All right.
Yes!
All right.
Yes!
With faith. With faith.
All right. Y'all come this far by faith, eh? All right. Very good, students. So with that, we call it a night. We wrap it up now. Very good tonight. Y'all end with on a good note. All right. So I wanted to continue the hundreds to continue. All right. So that is our final installation for tonight. And I'll see you on next week. This was day 4, week 6, and we continue on week 7 on Monday. So
And today is Wednesday.
no, Lionel. Today is Thursday. When is Lionel?
Oh.
Yes.
Get it.
All right. Yes has the name. I will send the video. At any rate, have a wonderful night and take care. Y'all did well. Y'all did well. Y'all did well.